kindergarten friends, happy Friday. We are on our last day of e-learning for this week. Now, if you are my A-Day friends, we did some of this already in the classroom, and you can just pick up where we left off if we didn't get to everything since we just had one day together this week. If you are my B-Day friends, then you're in school today doing this, so you don't need to worry about it. And then all my e-learning friends that have been at home, you need to make sure you do the reading, the story with us, and the worksheets. Okay, so we are still looking at the question, how do we know what we need? We'll be reading the story today, The Ham. It's a short story, and we're going to be doing pages 98, 102, and 103 in our packets. So make sure you get your reading finger ready, and we're going to read this short story, The Ham. We have the title on the top that is in the purple writing. It's nice and big so we know it's the title, and the story starts down here. The Ham. Okay, point to each word as you are reading it. The ham is hot. So we have a family at dinner, and the ham is hot. It's not a cold ham for lunch. It is hot. Okay, turn to the next page. Okay, pointing fingers, reading, pointing fingers ready. Hal can have one. Lynn can have two. So what are they eating? The ham, right? So Hal had one, and Lynn has two. Let's read that sentence again. Hal can have one. Lynn can have two. Okay, next page. Can I have three? I like him a lot. So then the other sister, she asked for three because she likes him a lot, just like Miss Beery. Okay, let's go back to the front, and we're going to read it again. Okay, and as we read it this time, Miss Beery is going to use your highlighter. You can use a crayon or a pencil, and we're going to look for H sounds, and we're also going to be looking for some sight words and punctuation marks, okay? So here's the first one. The ham is hot. What are the H words in that sentence? Let's look for it. The ham, here's one, is hot. There's another one. And what's our punctuation mark? It's an exclamation mark. It means they are excited. The ham is hot. Let's go ahead and circle that. Okay, fabulous. Turn to the next page. Okay, reading first. Hal can have one. Lynn can have two. Let's look for H words first. Hal, there's one. Can have one. Where's the other one? Oh, there, H-A-V-E, have. Go ahead and highlight it. Next line. Lynn can have two. What's the next H word? Have again. Okay, do you remember our sight words? This week I'm going to write them on the top because we're going to find them. They are O-N-E 1, T-W-O 2, and T-H-R-E 3. So let's look for the first one, and the word is one. Hal can have one. I want you to circle the word one for our first sight word. Next, Lynn can have two. Here's our second one, two. Okay, let's look for any more H words in the last sentence, and that final sight word, three. Can I have three? Okay, here is our first H word. Next line, I like him a lot. There's our last H word, and we're going to look for three this time. Can I have three? There it is. Go ahead and circle the word three. Okay, great job, boys and girls. I'm going to have you turn back to the front of the story, and you'll find page 98, and we're going to be working on that page first. Okay, boys and girls, you should be on page 98. We're going to tap out these words, and then we're going to write them down. The first one, what does L say? O. What does A say? Ah. What does P say? P. Ready? O, A, P, lap. L-A-P, trace it and write it. L-A-P, L-A-P. You can write it two more times. Great, next one. What does L say? O. What does I say? I. What does D say? D. Ready? O-I-D, lid. Go ahead and trace it. L-I-D, write it. L-I-D, L-I-D. Last one. What does P say? P. What does A say? A. What does L say? O. Ready? P-A-O, pal. Trace it. P-A-L. Write it. P-A-L, P-A-L. Remember, if you need to pause the video or go back. You can do that. Miss Beery writes a little bit faster, so you don't need to rush. Take your time, go back and rewind it or pause it for each one. Okay, now you're going to go to pages 102 and 103 in your packet. Okay, boys and girls, our last 2 pages for today, we're going to read the words and then we're going to write the first letter of the word at the end. So let's look at these. What does L say? Ol. What does O say? Ah. What does T say? T. O, ah, t. Lot. Next. What does L say? Ol. What does A say? Ah. What does D say? D. O, ah, d. Next. What does L say? Ol. What does I say? I. What does P say? P. O, I, p. Lip. All those begin with the L, so you can go ahead and write the L for E. Next, what does H say? H. What does O say? Ah. What does T say? T. H, ah, t. Hot. Next, what does H say? H. What does I say? I. What does P say? P. H, I, p. Hit. Next, what does H say? H. What does A say? At. What does T say? T. H, at, hat. All those words begin with H, so you can go ahead and write the H. Next, what does H say? H. What does A say? Ah. What does M say? H, ah, Next, what does H say? H. What does I say? I. What does T say? T. H, it, hit. Next, what does H say? H. What does O say? Ah. What does P say? P. H, ah, p. All those words begin with H's, so you can write an H. Last line. What does L say? Ol. What does A say? Ah. What does B say? B. Ol, ah, b. Lab. What does L say? Ol. What does I say? I. What does D say? D. Ol, I, d. Lid. Next, what does P say? P. What does A say? Ah. What does L say? Ol. P, ah, ol. And those all have the L in the words. Now, what would be great for you to do is if you would pause the video and go back and sound out each of those words again with me, or you can read those words with a mom, dad, maybe older brother and sister. Another thing you can do is for good writing practice is you could write each of these words underneath. So for each one, you could just write L-O-T, lot, L-A-D, lad, L-I-P, lip, H-O-T, hot, H-I-P, hip, H-A-T, hat, H-A-M, ham, H-I-T, hit, H-O-P, hop, L-I-A-B, lab, L-I-D, lid, P-A-L, pal, because we really need to be working on our writing, so it'd be great if you wrote those again too. Last page over here, we are going to circle any H word, and then we are also going to underline the else words. So let's first look for all the H's and we're going to circle them. Okay, Lynn can hop. We're going to circle the word hop with the H. Next one, the lid is hot. There's another H word. Go ahead and circle it. Hal is on my lap. There's the word Hal. Go ahead and circle it. Last one, look at me, hit. There's the H word, hit. Wonderful. Make sure you have all those H's circled. And now we're going to go back and look for all the L words, and we're going to underline them. Lynn can hop. Underline the word Lynn. The lid is hot. Go ahead and underline the word lid. Hal is on my lap. Lap has an L in it. Look at me hit. Look has an L in it. Okay, great job this today, boys and girls, as well as this week. I know it was a lot to do today. You can go back and read the story, The Ham, again for extra practice. Make sure you practice sounding out these words again. The better you are about practicing those letter names and sounds, the better you will get at reading. You are awesome, boys and girls. I know how smart you are. Just make sure you keep on practicing at home, and we'll keep on practicing at school with you when you are here with us. Okay, have a great day, boys and girls. Bye.